In this video, I'm going to take you through an entire day of my live day trading. I'm going to give you a look inside my complete process, show you my indicators, my strategies, as well as my real-time entries and exits, and the real profit and losses that come with them, so you can basically watch and learn from my strategy in real time. And I like to do these live trade videos every so often as part of a series to keep you guys in tune with what we're working on our private team, because obviously it's amazing to kill it over there, but I always want to make sure that I'm providing value to you guys on YouTube as well. That being said, I'm doing something a little bit different today. I've been trading another strategy for about the past 8 months. You guys have been requesting this for a long time, so I'm actually going to move over and start trading TCL for the next couple months and make content around that. But it's about 9:30, so let's hop into the charts, get set up, and find trade number 1. Okay, so before we hop into our trading session, this is how I'm setting things up. Over here on the left, I have my trading view. Here, I have my exchange pulled up, and in this bottom area is sort of like my utility area. So I have my Discord pulled up, and this is free for all you guys to use. If you want access to it, go in the description. You can join into the free section of the Discord. Okay, but basically one of our head traders does the daily bias. Today's daily bias is bullish. That doesn't mean necessarily we're trading in the bullish direction, but at least we know on a technical level where our bias is going to be going. Additionally, I have my TradeZella pulled up here. So I'm going to go ahead and click on today. Whether you're using this or a different trade journal, I have a bunch of different trade journal options. If you want to follow along, you can go in the description of the video. Once again, just follow me on Instagram, DM me the word tools, and I'll send you this entire Notion sheet that has like basically all of the indicators and everything that you're going to need. So I want to make sure that I have my trade journal set up. So that's ready to go. So the strategy that I'm going to be trading today is going to be pretty simple, but you're going to basically be able to watch how I do this. All right. So I'm going to be looking for price to create a trend, and then I'm going to use a custom fib setting from this entire range to be able to systematically, in high probability areas, have dip by values and take profits all along this Fibonacci, which is basically going to allow me to play in the direction of the trend. When price dips, I can buy into those and sort of play the continuation of the trend. So next thing that I want to do before I take any trades is something called multi-time frame analysis, and I want to get a general direction of where I think the market is going to move. Okay, so I'm pulling up a 4-hour chart of Bitcoin. So considering I'm trading cryptocurrency today, I want to look at what the overall market is doing. Now, what I do is start drawing trend levels and figure out where we are in the current trend. So I see high potential of this being a high resistance area in general. So price could potentially come back up and retest this area, but we are currently in a downtrend where we just had a break of structure underneath this level and a continuation. So to me, I would not be shocked for price action to actually dump through this level and break to the downside. And I'm assuming Bitcoin could potentially come down to the 90s based on the analysis. Now, I think either way, this is heavy resistance. We could get price to move down, or we could sort of mag up back to this sort of 107, 108 area. So kind of neutral on the direction of the day. So the next thing that I want to do is pull up my calculator. This is going to allow me to follow along with my fib levels. So you'll see limit 1, dip by 1, limit 2, dip by 2. I can put these values in here, and then based off of my account total and my original entry, I get all of my quantities, my new take profits, assuming that these limits fill. Okay, then I also want to have on my chart what's called the IT foundation indicator. And you'll see if I toggle this on, this is going to give me moving averages. So I basically want to use the moving averages and the trend direction to be able to find these dip by value. Okay, so when I'm finding a trade idea, what I'm doing is going down to the 1 minute, and I want to figure out where we are in terms of the current trend. So first thing I'm doing is marking off the high and the low of the pre-market session. So you can see right about 8 o'clock to 9:45, which is where we are right now. This was the low from 8 a.m., but like realistically, this is the low. And then the high is marked off from here. So I want to see price sort of break smoothly and gradually with a confirmed close underneath one of these key levels in order for me to be confident about the current trend direction. And you're going to see hopefully how this comes together. Now, mind you, I haven't traded this strategy in a long time. So basically what I'm going to do is mark off these levels here with alerts. And once we break over this level, we're going to look to take trade number 1. All right, so we finally broke with some force down underneath our daily area here. So what I'm seeing is that we have support that was broken, tested a bunch of times. I think that this is going to be a heavy area of resistance, as well as we have our moving averages moving in this direction. So if we can get some sort of push back up, I'm going to be looking to take my first entry right into this area. All right, looks like we're going to get filled on our first position, and we did. This is teeing me up to play this underside here into my dip level 2, in which case, if I want to hold it for the rest of the day, I'll take an L1 bomb on this and sort of let the trade run out. Okay, so we're reacting off of our 161.8. I'm going to see if we can come down and get full take profit off of this level here. Looks like we are getting some support along that level. We're up about 2,500 and we're fully out of that first trade. Very nice. Trade number 1 locked in, which is good. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and log this, probably get something to eat, and then I'm going to look for trade number 2. All right, taking a little bit of a break here. Get out
and get some bagels probably realistically. So I just want to sort of soak in all of the fall vibes while I can before the winter arc starts. Yeah, hopefully we'll find trade number 2. We're already up like 3,000 on the day. So realistically, if I can hit 5 more trades, we'll hit 15,000, and that will lock in 15,000, and I'll be up about 25,000 on the entire week, which is insane. Definitely bigger levels of trading than I'm sort of used to. So anyways, take it one trade at a time, but so far so good. Eat, and then we'll go back and find trade number 2.
Okay, so I've been waiting for the market to sort of develop here. I didn't want to take along into this trend until this overall level on our whole day was broken to the upside. The fact that it's getting reattempted, I wanted to wait for a solid close above this line and above this line to confirm our uptrend, in which case I'm okay to start taking some longs into this. Okay, but this is sort of the power and why I use Elliott wave. I didn't know exactly where 5 would end up, but I was able to play my 5th wave down. And then instead of continuing to short into this, where this would have come really close to stop out, I can sort of let this trend break, move to the upside, and now I'm waiting for this trend to sort of confirm so we can then look to hopefully play to this side as well. So now I'm just waiting for a confirmed break of this in a general direction for the market to sort of go in, and I can look to take a long into this trend level. This area could be a potential rejection area, which is once again why I want to wait for this to fully break. Like typically this would be a really good short area, but if we get a strong breakthrough here, then I'm going to be confident to start taking some long, because traditionally we're coming into resistance off of this trend, and we have a resistance out of this channel as well. So now we're going to see if we can push above this. Looks like we could get filled here on this overside trend retest again. So we might get a bounce here in a continuation, which will be really good if we can get filled. Otherwise, then we'll have a dip lower down into this area, and we'll continue to dip by into there. So just waiting to get filled. So this is where I would be taking my fib settings here, which are these, if you want to take a look at them. And I would be adding into my limit 1, my limit 2 with my account balance. All right, and we're out for full profit again, which is amazing. All right, good second trade. All right, so I was able to lock in about $2,900 on that trade. So we're up $6,100 after 2 trades today. What I really want to see now is for, once again, this trend to either break over this high level again, or for us to get a confirmed break underneath one of these lows. So I kind of have to wait now for markets to regulate a bit. So I'm going to step away from the charts, get some work done here, and wait for this level to be broken or for this level to be broken. And hopefully we'll be able to find trade number 3. All right, for trade number 3, markets are sort of cooling off. We had a bit of a sell-off down to this area, and now we have sort of this previous trend being broken. We anticipate price to come somewhere into one of these areas and then potentially roll over. So I have an entry here to see if we can get short. And I'm assuming if price wants to come up and retest this trend level, it will happen into this resistance area, in which case we'll be able to get in and out of the trade and have our dip buys sort of play in. So I have my order in for this one. So if I were to be taking this, say with 1,000, I would be putting 155.47 here. I'd put my take profit 153.64, stop loss here, dip by 1, dip by number 2. I don't know if this is going to come up and get me filled. We'll see. Looks like we're going to get filled, so we're in. So now I'm going in and adding my other orders. All right, so we're out of trade number 3. I was able to close out on 31.56 in total. So I'm sort of wrapping up logging this trade. I think I can get 2 more. I'm going to try to find another trade to get into if we can break over this high. Then I'm going to go to the gym and sort of let the trade manage itself once I'm in it. If I can get to 5 trades, there's a pretty good chance that I should be able to hit that $15,000 mark. What I'm trying to do is basically cover 1 complete risk factor. So if I can do that, that basically means that every trade after that is free profit. So I'm just focused on being consistent, doing the repetitions that I know lead to a 92-93% win rate, and just following that over time. So 9,900 on the day so far. Let's find 2 more trades. We'll see what the next level is, but I really want to see, if anything, a break outside of this trend level and a break over these highs, and then I have no problem actually longing into this trend as well. So now we're going to wait for the next trade and see if we can find trade number 4. All right, so I found trade number 4 set up here. What I wanted to see was for this local low to be broken. So we got a response off of this level here. We failed. failed off of this high and then broke underneath this level. So now I have full confidence that this will fail off of one of these levels and be able to get me out of this trade. If I can get filled in here, maybe we drop and we continue moving. Otherwise, I'm just going to be able to sit in this. This is a high conviction trade because off of this low, and this low, price is now coming up to retest this into this area. So trade number 4 on the way. Let's see if we get filled. Out. Trade number 4 in the books, brother. Full profit, and I still haven't gone to the gym. All right, so I have one more trade for me to be able to hit my deadline. If I can find one before I leave for dinner, I'm going to take it and just set it up and then set and forget. Everything will take care of itself automatically. So now we're literally one trade away from hitting our $15,000 goal for the day. If price wants to break down underneath these lows, I'm probably just going to go for this and play into this sort of drop continuation. If we break up here to the upside, all we're really doing is playing into the natural ebb and flow of the market, avoiding news, and really effective strategy. So now we wait. Just came back from dinner. No trades before dinner, but I just entered into a new position. So this is gonna be the last one of the night. This is trade number 5. I'm just trying to hit 5 and then be good. So I'm gonna show you what I'm in on and why, and we'll watch this trade play out, I'm assuming in full profit. Okay, so looking at price action here. So we kind of failed to break below this low and kind of whiplashed back above it. So this trend developed here. I was out. I would have taken a trade here as well, but we did create a higher high here. And there's lots of levels of support in here, as well as price to come over and reattempt this trend level here. So moving averages all moving in the same direction. So I'm also taking my first long into here. Price breaking over this next level high here. We don't have a 5-wave structure within this trend. We have a higher high and a higher low here, indicating that we are in a new uptrend still. So I did take a position. We're about break even right now. So if this trade works out, we're going to be able to go 5 for 5, which is exactly what we want to do. Starting to get a nice reaction off of our entry and a push up higher. So I'm going to set an alert here, and then we have an alert at our take profit. So now I know if my second order is going to get filled. Considering I have this second dip buy area as a really important area, I would consider holding my position to try to play a macro move off of this. So I'm actually not going to set my take profit off there. If this can dip down, I want to see if I can play this with what's called an L1 bomb, considering I have more than a few confluences here. If I have this is going to be probably a record breaking large day of trading for me. All right, so I have all my orders input. Let's see if we can have the biggest day trading day of my entire career today. In the meantime, I'm going to get into some comfortable clothes. There we go. Can we get out right here? It looks like price action is about to hit. Wow, that would be so nice if we just got out there, but now it looks like it's about to fuck us. I feel like this is gonna blow over the top. I might take this off and just do this manually, just because I think this could get legs. And instead, I'm gonna walk my stop loss up underneath this low here and just let it run. Close to entry. This looks very bunched. Our moving averages are flying, and so this is going to well extend through here, and we should get out right about here. Damn, I really could have got out of this trade right here, but instead I'm sitting here waiting for it now. That's what happens when I get cocky. Oh, man, that's frustrating. Inches from being out, and now we're almost back down at entry. All right, so I guess we're trading the whole trade, which is not ideal, but maybe it ends up working out for the better. Can't believe I didn't get out here. So price ended up coming down to this area, and I wanted to hold the trade a little bit longer. We're up 3,700. I'm going to take this trade off the table. So I was able to lock in around $4,000. This could continue to rip higher. It's midnight. I'm still working anyways. Could have got out here. Didn't. A little bit annoying. Yeah, we played an L1 bomb. Look at the amount of profit that would have been. Oh my God. Anyways, it is what it is. We knew it was an L1 bomb. That's the opportunity at hand. It's just obviously really late, so it is what it is. Okay, well, let's take a look at the trades for the day. Okay, so first trade out of New York. I was playing off of this Elliott wave, underside retest off of this session open, right? Price came beautifully up into our first limit, rolled over, take profit number 1, beautifully hit. That was trade number 1. Once we broke out of this trend here, I was playing off of here. We got our entry right in this area, came down, filled this on our second dip buy, and then price came up and got us safely out of the trade. Once price broke down from this trend, I was able to play into this new move, got our entry right here, added a position down here, got us fully out of our position right here. Trade number 4, I took off of this range. So price came up, filled us on this first order, filled us on the second one, and then we got out right here. First day back, I'm definitely noticing that I want to lock more in on that. And then you look at the dip by one that we had where we took profit off here, and we would have been up probably $20,000 to $30,000 on this individual trade here, which is really painful to watch. But it's good to know that we know what to work on moving into the future. This is literally what I'm working on developing, is a specific way to capture these L1 bombs with the trade. This is literally one of the main things that we're focusing on the private team. But nonetheless, I was able to go 5 trades out of 5, stay hyper consistent, and I had a massive day. So now I can basically lose one of these trades and be break even. So if I trade this tomorrow and make another $10,000, that's $10,000 that's completely clear now in the profit. So once again, if you want any of these resources being the indicators on the chart, go in the description, follow me on Instagram and DM me the word tools. I'll have a whole Notion sent over to you with all of the resources. Hit the like button if you like watching me do these live trade videos. Subscribe to the channel if you like trading and investing and want to know when I drop videos next. If you want to watch other live trade videos, I'll put one here. But until next time, I will see you all in the next video.